Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Sheila Bila coming to you with another review of Tyler Perry's Zatima Season 8, Episode 2, No More Lies. Child, no more lies, but it was still stuff that wasn't said. What kind of lies are those? Omission and commission, the ones that are omitted. That's still a lie. But anyway, y'all don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe if you get anything out of my content. The more you do like, the more and more I go through the algorithm, the more people will start to view our commentary. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into this episode. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode in the comments. I do talk back, even though y'all ain't really been commenting like that. I want to talk to y'all. Let me know what's up. Anyway, all right. So in this episode, it does pick up where it left off with they're at the funeral home, and the funeral director said that Jeremiah, Zach's brother, came through trying to sell a Rolex watch. Zach was trying to understand and figure out how, why, when, and where did Jeremiah get access to anyone that has a Rolex watch. So the funeral director had a picture. He shows Fatima the picture. Fatima begins to remember that could possibly be my Rolex watch, but she doesn't say anything. And Zach is looking at the picture like, Fatima, where your watch at? Fatima like, oh, it's probably back at the house. And so Zach looking like, this look like your watch. No, that ain't my watch. That's not. Yep, that look like your watch. Man, it's probably other people around here that got a Rolex watch. This is one of three. What he said was only three of them that was made. And she said that probably could have been one of two. Child. So they are going back and forth about, could this not be Fatima's Rolex watch? And so the funeral director comes back up and he's just like, no, Zach asks the funeral director when he comes back. He's asked, is do you have do you remember if he said, did you read any inscriptions on the watch? And so that's when the funeral director told Zach that it's on the picture, because apparently he took a picture of the back and the front. So they looked at the picture. So he said it's on the back of the picture. So maybe he wrote it back on, I don't know. But anyway, child, on the back of the picture, it says to Zach from Fatima. Zach was like, really? Really? So Fatima, tell me what happened. But Fatima like, I don't know how he could have possibly got my watch, this, whoop, 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 whoop. And then Zach's whole thing is, I'm about to go find Jeremiah. I'm finna go find Jeremiah. Fatima trying her best to stall him out or whatever, like, we trying to get this stuff for the funeral. He was like, well, just give me this and this. Now I'm out. But Fatima stops him, and she's just like, Fatima, tell me what happened. Like, you lying to me. How in the world did this man get your watch? Like, this is your watch. You clearly playing with me. He was like, if you don't tell me what happened, then it's gonna be bad. Like, I'm gonna go over here. He gonna find out for himself from Jeremiah. So Fatima is like, well, she told him about the stuff that happened with Connie and about the money of the beneficiary, and that Jeremiah came over to her job, and somehow, some way, she ended up getting a watch. But mind you, prior to that, she said, because Zach had said, you never take the watch off. And then she said, well, when I went to the gym, I must have took it off and put it in my purse. And so that's when he like, so how did you get it? How did Jeremiah get it? So this is when she goes through the, through the through the how he could have gotten it. And so he was like, but Tim, that don't make no sense. Like, how in the world could he just have taken your watch? Like, I know you didn't give it to him, and he must have gotten it out your purse. So what did he do? Fatima still ain't trying to really say, because she is omitting a lot of the truth, And so he just like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm finna go ask Jeremiah, right? I was like, boy, I tell you, the calm before the storm. Well, it's look like the rage before the the storm, child, because this has all been a mess. All right. So now back over there with Deja, she hiding her pregnancy because she taking groceries in the house every other day. Even Preston was like, weren't you taking groceries in your house yesterday? So apparently Deja's supposed to be having did she say a rent party? She having some type of party so she can pay. Maybe it is a rent party, and she asked Preston to take her and help her take the groceries in the house. So they go into the house and strategically places both bags in front of Deja's stomach because we are hiding the fact that she's pregnant, but she's really trying to hit on Preston. She talking about she like this man boots, his 10-day jeans, and all this old other stuff, right? And so Preston's whole deal is, I mean, you cool and all, but I ain't really feeling you like that. You too aggressive. And she like, but that's what you like. He was like, no, I don't. Like, he like an old fashioned type of woman. Sometimes men like to chase women, and it ain't no wrong with it. You ain't always gotta be growling your cooch in somebody's face. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, you ain't never had a black woman. And he was like, actually, that's what I'm attracted to, black women. And he already had a woman that was a challenge, and she was happened to be black, and he ain't really trying to do all that right now. She told me, well, you never met me. Child, Deja, you done met everybody. So he don't need to meet you. The point is, he wants to meet something different, not you. Maybe if you calm that kitty down, you could get his attention. But is Preston married or not? Can somebody let me know in the comments? Is that dude married? Mindy, come get your man with his 10-day jeans on. But anyway, she over here talking about, do you hear that? Do you hear that kitty growling? Meow, meow. I said, baby, that kitty sound like it's in distress, honey. But anyway, Preston says, I hear it, and I'm about to go. I hear it, and I'm about to go. I said, girl, everybody heard it as loud as you was scratching. Anyway, so Fatima, child, chasing after Jack. They having a whole car chase, and while he over there cutting corners, Fatima trying to keep up with him. All the while she's calling Connie on the phone. She like, thring, thring, thring. Connie like, what's up, Fatima? Man, look, have you seen Jeremiah? No, I ain't seen Jeremiah. He ain't been around here. So apparently, Jeremiah stole my watch. And he tried to sell it down there to the funeral director, which is crazy. And Connie like, what? Well, I haven't seen him. And then, Fatima is like, Zach is on his way down there. And he's really mad. He about to get, I'm saying, Jeremiah, can you stall him out? She said, well, Jeremiah not even here, but I'll be on the lookout for him. All right, bye. Click, click. That was it. Now, Belinda, with her nosy self, she running around here at the barbershops trying to be instigative and be nosy. Child, you know what? She needs a camcorder that say Channel 7 BSTV. I just made that up, but then when I thought about it, I said, well, I guess it's BSTV. Okay, so she over there talking to the older guy, flirting with him, talking about, I look good, this, that, and he was like, girl, get on around here. And I really like how the way he talk like he's somebody uncle. You know how when you go to your uncle in the house, but go on around there, you ain't talking about no boy, back in my day, that woo, whatever. And so she really tricked him. She act like she know what was going on without knowing what's going on, just to get him to tell her what's going on. And child, I do it all the time. I don't be knowing nothing, but I will act like I know to get some information if I'm really that invested in trying to figure out what happened. But anyway, so he telling her, I ain't one of them young dudes. You can't get over on me. But all the while she gets over on him. And he tells Belinda about the watch and Jeremiah and everybody going over there to the neighborhood. Then he's like, oh, you didn't even know that. She was like, yeah, you just trying to talk about these old people, nigga. You an old fool. But anyway, don't be telling nobody I snitched. Too late. You snitched. I'll holler at you later. Bye. So Belinda carries herself down there to the projects. Now you got Bryce looking like he just had an accident coming in Angela's home, talking about he's sorry for flipping out on her. But mind you, before he gets into Angela's home, Angela gets a phone call from Fatima talking about Zach is child having road rage and flipping and switching lanes like he in a jet ski trying to get to Jeremiah because he found out about the watch and all that, right? So And then Angela's like, you want me to come down there? But you know, Preston out Bryce on his way. But do you want me to come? She was like, girl, what you gonna do? Nothing. Just look. But anyway, Bryce get the knocking on the door, so they had to get out the phone. So Bryce coming there, like I said, looking like he just ran into somebody's car and hit his nose. Looking at Angela with an attitude, talking about he coming to apologize. But you still being snappy with that girl. I'm like, Angela, I guess. And then he talking about, I just need a friend. She was like, I am your friend. And then he's just like, I love you, Angela. She said, well, I mean, I do care about you too, because I was at the hospital with you the whole time. You were there the whole time? Yeah, she was there the whole time. But in his mind, he thinks that Angela is dating all of these men because they broke up. Like he's such the prize, and Angela is so miserable that she is trying to drown her pain and her sorrow in all these different men because she found out that he liked to kiss on boys as well as girls. But for some reason in his head, he can't understand that all women don't like that. You have some women that just like men that like women. We ain't got to that stage yet, at least not all of us. Now, you do have some women that goes every way, all the ways. But then you just have some that don't. And Angela seems to be one of the ones that don't. And she don't want to be with a man that like the men and the women and the this and the that and you know? So, I mean, it is what it is. Accepted, Bryce. Angela like, boy, so you really think I'm exchanging men. I'm exchanging men on a daily basis because of you? I'm doing it because I like the pleasure. I said, well, yeah, dog, you show like different types of pleasurous men. Anyway, so they have this exchange. She's talking about, I'll be cool with you and all, but you got to get over that. Bryce really gets on my nerves. If y'all ain't noticed, I really don't like Bryce because I feel like he is the worst type of individual to be around. And I don't understand why nobody is looking at the fact that he purposely drove his car into another person, an individual. Now, if you want to go and unalive yourself, do that by yourself. Don't put other, but ain't nobody talking about that. And that's very triggering for me because something like that happened in real life. So I don't think y'all need to be playing with stuff like that. Go hit a tree, hit a pole. Don't hit other people. That's irresponsible. And I think that to me, that's almost irresponsible writing because people be watching this stuff and probably want to imitate art and life and all this other mess. That's just some creepy stuff. But anyway, yeah. Sorry I'm getting upset, but that's triggering. Anyway, so yeah, you got all these people went to the projects to stop Zach from beating up his brother Jeremiah. So Belinda get there and him and Nathan exchange words. They got the watch. They telling Connie about the watch. Connie said she already know about the watch. They trying to figure out how you know about the watch because Fatima told her about the watch. So you and Fatima friends now? I mean, they cool. You know, they cool. And they see Zach coming up. They trying to hide the watch. Why y'all just won't? I don't know. At this point, I'm just in for the ride. I am in for the ride because I want to know what's gonna happen. Because when I tell you, Zach was road running up that concrete stairwell, and they tried to stop him, and he, you know, did his hand. I wish I could see how he flipped that boy hand. Nuh-uh. And that jacket flew back, and he went on up them concrete stairs. Child. So the boys went to go run up after Zach because they was like, I cannot, even though Jeremiah not there, they still trying to talk some sense into Zach. But Zach ain't trying to hear all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You done took my girl's watch that I bought for her because I love her. Anyway, so then you got Connie And Belinda and Connie looking at Belinda like, girl, you know you low down, trifling, and dirty. What, are we your entertainment? Just because we live in the hood, we supposed to entertain you? We supposed to shuck and jive? You and your BS TV? Girl, you and your news station can go. Anyway, so while they over there talking and Connie reading Belinda down, then Fatima walks up and she all discombobulated, trying to understand, like, and then this is the thing with this show. They put Zach they put Zach in situations and they expect Zach to act the way that they want Zach to act. And that's not fair to Zach. It's really not. It's not fair to Zach because you can't not, if Zach is telling you, tell me the truth. We sit up here and we talk to each other and we told each other we were going to be honest and we were not going to hide anything from either of us. Why we just can't stick to that? Why we gotta be, and I understand that Zach is gonna get mad. I understand he gonna get upset. I understand that. But at the same time, I honestly feel if we would have caught this head on, then this would have prevented, because this only thing this doing is making this man mad. This man is enraged. The only thing he see is red and black, because he gonna have red coming out of Jeremiah's black face. That's all I'm saying. And Fatima just trying to, I gotta figure something out. See, y'all covering up. It's lie after lie after lie. I mean, it's crumbling, and we're watching the crumble. We are watching the crumble. That's what we're watching now. Because y'all, I don't know, y'all just, I feel like all of this is provoking to Zach. I really do. I think all of this is just provoking. So, for while Fatima run out to try to figure out a plan, I guess, to get the watch back from Tweedledee and Tweedledum, Nathan and Tony. Child, Nathan and Tony run up there behind Zach while Zach beating on the door. And so Zach says, so, okay, Nathan, Zach, Jeremiah's not there. So what's going on? Y'all know what's going on. And so Nathan says, well, I don't really know. And Zach looking at him like, you're not a good liar. And then, Tony says, well, he doesn't know anything either. And so he said, well, you lying too. And I think the reason why because he knows that they're lying to him and it's making him really, really frustrated. And then I think, was it Nathan that said, you going to kill your brother? Because he brought that up. And he talking about, what you mean? That's my... It was just a lot going on. And I guess Zach got offended by that comment. He was like, but dang, that's your brother. I know you love him. You don't want to go that far to do that. And then, about the whole watch situation and what happened. And so when Nathan says something that really triggers Zach, I guess he ended up lying to him too. No, it was Tony ended up lying to him too. He takes Tony, push him up against the wall. And he was like, you gonna have to tell me what's going on. And so while Nathan is trying to tell, I think that's what it was. Nathan was finna tell what was going on, and Tony tried to stop Nathan. That's why Zach ended up pushing him up against that wall. And so Tony still like, no, Nathan. But Nathan was just like, look, we don't really know what happened. But you need to calm down. It is a possibility that Jeremiah could have pushed, did something with Fatima, hit her or pushed her. We really don't know. We just trying to find out the particulars. And so now Zach is like, this dude done stole her watch. She could have possibly been hit or pushed or whatever. And she pregnant. Oh, he got to go. And now this is Zach. Zach gone. And then Tony get mad at Nathan. I told you not to tell him. But at the end of the day, I mean, yes, Zach needs to learn how to control his emotions and his attitude and his feelings and his rage. He does have to continuously work on that. But at the same time, I always say this, and I think I've been saying this every episode. If Fatima would have just went ahead and pressed charges on Jeremiah and had Jeremiah in jail and told Zach what happened. Now, this is in the beginning. Now, if all this would have happened in the beginning, Jeremiah would still be in jail right now. And there would be no possible way that Zach could get to him. And then that'll give Zach time to be mad and to vent and to blase. All the while Jeremiah is in jail. He would have had a way to process this. Because Fatima would have been like, look, the baby is okay. So we can go to the doctor. We can look at everything. You know what I'm saying? All of this. It would have gave time for processing had she went ahead and pressed charges like Angela told her to do. You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff. But guess what? I'm telling you, Fatima gonna blame Zach when Zach get mad and go off. She ain't gonna, she just gonna say, well, Zach, you should have, but Fatima, you didn't do what you were supposed to do or whatever. You just look at, anyway, y'all, this is Sheila Bila. Like, comment, and subscribe me. Let me know. Am I thinking about this too hard? I know that this is a TV show, but sometimes I feel like things could be prevented. But guess what? This all makes drama. All of this is drama, and we talk about it, and it's a pretty cool episode. I mean, we like to see the action. I do too. But anyway, yeah, let me know what y'all think. Bye.